What if you could have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
Welcome to Kingsport, Tennessee, and back inside of Brickyard Ballpark for a barn burner to keep us going today between these two teams as elimination is on the table. What an important matchup for these two to try and keep their season alive. We've got the Milligan Buffs and Reinhardt Eagles, who both kind of fell in unexpected ways and are looking to find a way to stave off elimination. Gabriel's right, Brendan Sweeney, as we bring you all the action between these two. And Brendan, this is just going to be a slugfest.
It is. We've seen this matchup once already in this tournament, and Milligan came out on top in that one in an upset win, really just riding a single inning in which they scored 5 runs in that game. And that's really where the momentum in that game shifted. Reinhardt's offense couldn't get anything going after the first couple innings of that contest. And so we'll see if the script changes at all in this one. Reinhardt, their lineup a little bit different from the last time these two teams matched up. The Buffaloes mostly the same, except for one change in the outfield, as they'll throw the same starting pitcher, Bree Presnell, out there for the Buffaloes.
We'll get to know those lineups and more as we get underway from Brickyard Park in Kingsport, Tennessee, home of the 2026 Appalachian Athletic Conference Softball Tournament. Gabriel Schrei, Brendan Sweeney bringing you this battle. Drop that through for ball 1.
You know, an interesting decision from Reinhardt in this one. This is Kylie Frege doing the pitching, someone who has not pitched much at all for the Eagles this year. This is only for her third appearance of the season. She's thrown 4 innings and has allowed 2 hits with 4 strikeouts and 3 walks on the year.
That is a beyond interesting decision.
Yeah. If you look at the stats too, they've only pitched 3 pitchers all year. So Pettit and Langley, obviously those 2 main arms for them. But then Frege is the third, and she's not pitched much at all, as I mentioned.
Gets a hold of it, rolling forward, and she's going to make her way safely over to first. Nice, easy start down the path. And that takes us to the next bat in the order. In just a moment, I'll walk you through who they are. shows bunt, popped up, in trouble as she dives, and it just rattled out as she fell to the clay.
Ooh, that was almost a tough luck play there for the Buffaloes on a popped up bunt. You want to try to keep those out of the air. Now, if you're Kaylee Oler, who again probably will be bunting again, most likely on this next pitch.
Showed that bunt. Stays put instead. And everybody moving but going right back. Wanted to make her way out to second. Instead, has to stay at first, pulling up on the bunt at bat.
Yeah, Oler pulls the bat back at the very last moment on that pitch that was low and inside.
100% the right decision. Oler this time gets a hold of it and moving around the base path. Here we go down to third quickly into scoring position and coming home.
Wow.
And she scores.
How about
that? Wow, a run as the ball leaks away. Milligan on the board, 1-0 in Kingsport.
Buffalo's taking advantage of nobody covering third base on the bunt coverage as Oler's thrown out, but Vigil going first to third alertly, and then the throw gets away and allows her to come in to score.
Fouled that off.
Elena Parsons up next, .433 batting average on the campaign.
Parsons in the 3-hole for the Milligan Buffs today, following Vigil and Oler. Just one away after Oler was cut down with the ball loose, allowed that score for an early Milligan Buff lead who's looking to eliminate the number 2 seed. Only one moves on. It's interesting. Deal with that momentarily. One of many crises striking during a tournament this year. Get a phone call from across town. Hey, boss, our wireless camera quit working. This is controlled, floated out to center field, and 2 down on this side for the Reinhardt Eagles, who are trailing 1-0.
Yeah, Parsons hits a hard liner right to the center fielder, however. So second out recorded, and now Jalen Halliburton going to try to get something going again for the Buffaloes. They did get the 1 run, heavily aided by the Reinhardt defense.
This is choppered foul. Floats that over for the strike. Good delivery from inside of the circle as Reinhardt trailing 1-0 early to Milligan in this. I mean, this is as high as the stakes get, your season on the line. Pop that up, foul, over the top, look out, and caught by a player on standby. It's Ava Saul from Bryan. You gotta be lying. See myself out.
See myself out.
I'm sorry, I apologize. This is controlled across and taken in by Reinhardt, who will retire the side against Milligan, who is leading 1-0 after the top of the first. Looking to keep it going.
What if you could have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself. As the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century, Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
Taylor Wade will lead us off in Kingsport for the Reinhardt Eagles, as this is their first at bat as a team in their elimination game against Milligan's Buffs. Milligan's such a nice year. They're so close to home here. They had a really nice first outing and played to a big upset win and looked electric. And now fighting for their lives against this side, as Reinhardt was the number 2 seed entering the tournament, and they've been off balance since arriving. This could be extra trouble just because Milligan's local.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting seeing how this game has gone to this point. Reinhardt making a really costly mistake in that first inning to just kind of gift Milligan a run in that first inning. That always puts pressure on your lineup as you get started and you know, hey, we already lost a game to this team 2 days ago, and that put us down in this loser's bracket.
Popped up. This will go foul as well as the count remains 1-2.
Yeah, Bree Presnell getting the start again against Reinhardt. She is the one who started against the Eagles last time out.
This is going to be popped as well as Taylor Wade continues to take her cut. She's in the 1 hole today, batting for Reinhardt, followed by Shirley Height-Pettit. Friege in the 5 spot. She's going to pitch in the circle, obviously, on the other side. Shaylin at 6. The third baseman, Molly Stevens, in the 7 hole. 8th is Hutto and Lee rounding out the 9. Taking a look at this defense for Milligan's Buffs. From left to right in the outfield, it's Schown on the left side. In center field, you'll see Oler on the right side. Frazier. Boy, Oler has been nice in center field. At first, Halliburton. Over on second is Worley holding things down at the start of scoring position. Parsons on top of third, and the shortstop, Roulette Wheeler, rounded out by Presnell, of course, inside of the circle, and Molly Johnson at the backstop.
Yeah, Buffaloes with a very similar lineup to their typical one.
Taylor Wade gets a hold of it, the floater rolling into the grass. I'm not sure if she made the catch or not. Taylor Wade thinks she's safe in scoring position.
Yeah, field umpire put the fist out, so I think calling it a catch. Yeah, field umpire said it was caught by Sadie Schown diving in left field. You can see here on the replay.
That's another look. Watch left field. Yeah, I think she got that. That is crazy.
Yeah, what a catch.
Absolutely wild. And we'll bring you back as this is popped up. Play is going to be foul. Height now at bat for Reinhardt with 1 away and a runner over at first.
Yeah, man, runner at first with 1 out. after the base hit by Hallie Shirley the other way.
She'll watch that go by.
Now, can Reinhardt do the same that Milligan did last half inning and manufacture a run to tie the score here? Or maybe even do more damage with a dangerous hitter in Ainsley Height at the plate?
Yeah, only one away, so a good opportunity with a runner on the base path. Mathematically, we've seen teams do really well in the tournament once they get somebody on board with just one away. Height stepped off for a moment. Whoa, ducks right under that at the last moment. Ouch.
Yeah, that one flew in and buzzed the tower. Cassie Fortner heading out to the circle to calm things down a bit. Keely Higgins, the assistant coach, is out in center speaking with the outfielders.
Height waiting to continue her at bat. And I like the way you talk about her batting. What is it that you like so much? I can tell you really like her as a batter.
Yeah, she just has a really good all-around approach as a hitter. She will stay within herself when needed, has the ability to jump the yard with home runs, but also is able to just kind of pare it down a bit, find holes on the right side of the infield, hit a line drive into center. She can use the whole field, but also can send one out of here.
So bunt pulls up, strike one for Height. Presnell. Big swing for strike two. The count full in Kingsport, Tennessee.
Nice pitch there by Presnell. Gets the swing and miss on a pitch out on the outside corner of the plate. Good swing from Height, but she just missed it.
Popped up deep towards the wall on the right side. It bangs off of the chain link, and Reinhardt going to stay in scoring position, moving around the base path in Kingsport, Tennessee. They've got a runner at third and second as Height sends that one long.
Yeah, that is a great piece of hitting from Height. Using the right center field gap on a pitch that's out away from her on the outside corner, and just poked it with pretty good authority to the opposite field.
Pettit now at bat for Reinhardt's Eagles. Reinhardt is very fun to watch work on the base path. They can always be a threat. Move some extra feet around the lines here in Kingsport.
Pettit here in this spot is one of the more clutch hitters in this lineup. Was perfect in the win that they had yesterday to move on to this game.
Perfect as wild.
Yeah, 4 for 4.
Gets a hold of it, controlled, sent home, and that play is going to be just in time. What a throw.
Wow, what a play there. Worley on the run, coming toward the plate, gets the ball to Molly Johnson just in time. Let's take a look at the replay of this one.
Man, that just got back. I mean, really, really close. Bang, bang play to get the out at home plate. She roped it across, controlled, and a good tag by the catcher. Looked much closer watching that on replay than it did in real time.
Yeah, it did. A nice play by the Buffaloes. Pick up that out. See if they can get out of it here.
Strike one for Freegee. 2 away now for the Milligan Buffs, who lead 1-0 over the Reinhardt Eagles.
Yeah, good job there by Reinhardt, getting the runner into scoring position at second now, having 2 in scoring position for Freegee. Trying to help her own cause as the pitcher for the Eagles.
Popped it up foul over the top of the backstop.
And if you recall, the game between these two teams 2 nights ago, Reinhardt struggled mightily with runners in scoring position.
I do remember.
And I think this inning will be indicative of how this game will go for Reinhardt in that same category.
Rolled across, and it's going to be collected to retire the side. Milligan's Buffs doing work and leaving 2 in scoring position for the Reinhardt Eagles. We'll see what Milligan can do. It's their chance to go back to bat and back to work in just a moment in Kingsport, Tennessee. Roulette Wheeler leading off for the Milligan Buffs. On this side of our second inning, it is college softball in Kingsport, Tennessee. Glad you're with us, Gabriel Fry and Brennan Sweeney. Just breaking in this battle. It's an elimination game between the Buffs and the Eagles of Reinhardt.
Yeah, it's been interesting already here through 1 inning of play. The Buffaloes get a run on an error by Reinhardt, and then Reinhardt leaves runners at second and third with just 1 out in the bottom half of the inning.
Got her a second strike. Count rises to 1-2. Delivered that across as well. Count is evened up. Got a hold of that, and blooper is down for the Buffs to make it safely on board at first.
Leadoff base runner for the second straight inning by the Buffaloes, and now they can try and use their small ball to maybe scratch across another run.
Johnson, good presence at bat. Done some great work at the backstop as well. Gets a hold of it right away, and the roper is through. Buff's got a lot of room coming down to scoring position at third well in time. She's coming home for Milligan to extend their lead. It is 2-0 Milligan Buffaloes in the top of the second. Molly crushes that one.
Wow, the Buffs doubling their lead. Still no outs in this second inning as Freegee gives up back-to-back hits, a single by Roulette Wheeler and then an RBI double by Molly Johnson.
Yeah, it didn't look like she was able to get under that in left field, and then you see she's just going to come home for the score and make it 2-0.
Yeah, Cassie Fortner senses the throw to the cutoff is not thrown that hard, and a chance for Johnson, or for Roulette Wheeler rather, to come in and score.
That almost kills us this time.
If the window was still open over there, we might have had one up in the press box.
Bangs off of the window in front of Haley and Christian as this is rolled toward the circle, and the cut-down play over at first is in time.
Yeah, good job by Shaun. Puts the bunt down, sacrifices herself, but moves the runner to third base now with less than 2 outs. And that is exactly what you're looking for. Now Lily Frazier just has to come through by putting the ball in play, hopefully up the middle of the diamond.
Molly standing and waiting her fate over on the bag at 3 and scoring position. The bunt goes foul.
Went with the squeeze play there, did the Buffaloes, and it was fouled off by Frazier at the very least. If that's missed, then Johnson over at third is hung out to dry.
Covers that. Count goes up and evens at 1.
Yeah, first start of the tournament for Lily Frazier, a 270 hitter with 8 runs batted in for the year in her freshman season with the Buffaloes.
Showing bunt. This is right inside of the line, and they get it to go again.
How about that?
Molly rolling home to make it 3-0 Milligan Buffaloes with a great bunt.
A squeeze bunt play where Frazier's really just trying to give herself up, and it ends up in a bunt single instead as Reinhardt's unable to make the play.
What a start for Milligan. I cannot believe they've already scored 3 runs. This is a look at the bunt that got it done. And you said it, the squeeze bunt right there, just perfectly done. Inside of the chalk, you can see Molly cross the plate for the 3rd run of the game for Milligan's Buffs.
Yeah, the Buffaloes, 3 runs in 2 innings. This is much better than their showing last night against Troop McConnell, in which they were shut down.
They're red hot. This is strike 1, but you're not feeling any pain right now with just 1 away, and you've scored a pair of runs in this 2nd inning.
Yeah, Worley in the 9th spot. She gets a base hit. We're back to the top of the order for the Buffaloes as well.
And that goes for the strike. Ashley Worley with 1 away and a runner over at first. Now Freegee. The 1-2. Shot, rolling through, making a play as she'll move to scoring position at 2nd.
Yeah, Worley, just a 2-strike piece of hitting that's very impressive. Low inside pitch, just gets enough of the barrel on it to roll it through the left side of the infield. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Reinhardt, and I would assume probably a pitching change to take Freegee out of this one.
Yeah, I don't think Freegee is necessarily, it's hard to say. I really feel as though Milligan is due. Like, I personally am like, this team is going to come through with some momentum and uncork some energy and effort, and it's all going to come together in a storm at some point. I feel like this is that storm. That's what I think. I might be wrong. I probably am wrong.
I don't know that you are. I will say we have a number 17 in the circle. Ansley Pettit, who typically wears number 52, is coming into this game. So that's your stopper coming in to try and get things back on the right track for Reinhardt. They are in some dire straits here early in the game.
Yeah, I don't think you want to let yourself get too freaked out, and that seems like the risk that Reinhardt is facing in this situation, is taking it too seriously, shaking things up too much, too early. You don't want to see yourself punting it away, if you will.
Yeah, and right now, just you don't want to stick with that arm too long, because if you do, it's going to create an even larger deficit for you to have to make up.
On the left side of your screen, a look at the baseball tournament on the other side of town. The Bryan Lions have ripped this thing wide open in the top of the 7th. It's a 4-run lead for Bryan College over Spartanburg Methodist. Lions rope that one across as the play at first goes in time to cut him down. That's 2 away in the top of the 7th for SMC.
So it looks like here at softball, it's a substitution. Molly Stevens is in, and she's going to play shortstop. She goes in for Freegee, and then Pettit, or Freegee's at 3rd, so it wasn't Freegee that came out either.
There's Freegee. And Pettit playing shortstop?
Yeah. No, Pettit's pitching, but Freegee is at 3rd. Stevens now at short, who started at 3rd base.
Okay.
And Izzy Forestier, the flex at short, is now out of the game, as Pettit takes over the flex position for Forestier.
You stat people are good. Thank you, stat people. I'm telling you, nobody knows sports like an SID. Your local college or university, you have no idea. There's some guy that knows everything about every sport and every rule. Banged off.
Yeah, Vigil staying alive on that high fastball from Pettit.
Rolled across and almost escaped right there. Making a quick flick across.
What a grab.
Yeah, that is a beautiful play to prevent any further damage from coming together that quickly. 2 away now.
That ball looked, Frigi caught it behind her head. I mean, that ball was hit so hard she had to throw her glove up behind her head to get her leather on it.
This is low, and the play at third, the ball is loose. She's gonna go ahead and come home, and the Milligan Buffs coasting over 4-0. Milligan University Buffaloes are leading the Reinhardt Eagles in the 2026 AAC softball tournament. Where did these Buffs come from?
Oh, huge mistake by Shelby Hutto on the throw to third. It just slipped right out of her hand and went down the left field line. And coming around was Frazier to score a 4th run for the Buffs.
Big play by Frazier.
What a read by Frazier. Saw ball in dirt, took off, and forced Hutto to try to make a throw, but then Hutto couldn't get the ball out of her glove cleanly and threw it wild.
Shows bunt, gets a hold of it. We're moving on the base path, collected on the chalk, and Reinhardt can't get to it in time.
Wow, this is another inning here for the Buffaloes that it's almost like they can, one inning, they score all these runs, have all these hits. We saw yesterday them against Drew McConnell just struggle so much offensively. I mean, this is just a completely different team.
Big Mo on the phone.
Yeah.
It's ringing down in the dugout of the Buffs. Milligan sees a strike sail on by. There's 2 away.
Yeah, Oler taking second there without a throw, putting 2 in scoring position for the most dangerous hitter in this lineup, Elena Parsons.
Reinhardt absolutely must stop the bleeding. They cannot allow another run in the top of this 2nd inning. They've already made a pitching change, and I would argue that we were right. Like, that's just Milligan's hot. They were due. Going after it. That thing ropes through, and more runs coming for the Reinhardt Eagles as they score.
Wow. What an inning for the Buffaloes again. It's another 5-run inning against these Eagles.
I can't believe it. 6-0 Milligan. As that's a gap shot across to the left side, just in the foul chalk. Watch the contact. Look at her. Bang. Perfectly done. It wasn't the most beautiful swing. It was kind of a short barrel hit, but it's enough to drive in another pair of runs for Milligan University, and the Buffaloes are stampeding away with a 6-0 lead.
They sure are, and the Eagles have got to get off the ground because they're getting stampeded because they're not flying in the air right now.
Gotta soar out of this one.
Out of the way of those Buffaloes.
Big cut, strike 2. She's way behind in the count. 2 away, and now Pettit trying to retire the side.
Yeah, 2nd time in as many games against Reinhardt that Milligan has put up a 5-run inning.
Huge cut for Milligan's Buffs, and Reinhardt is able to get out of the jam after a run comes together for the Buffaloes of Milligan. Reinhardt will look to respond in the bottom side of the inning where they trail 6-0.
The Bays Mountain Park Adventure Course. Gear up and climb the Hawk's Nest. Work together as a team to complete 4 high ropes challenges, all while suspended 40 feet in the air. Finish with a zip through the canopies on our 310-foot zip line. Our ground course features 9 exciting challenges and is perfect for large and small groups. The Bays Mountain Park Adventure Course. Thrilling fun for group events, parties, and field trips.
with college softball on the Southeast Sports Network. It's the Appalachian Athletic Conference Tournament. Shaylin, first in this second inning for the Reinhardt Eagles. Presnell's already dealt 20 pitches. Bree has been really good for Milligan this season. She's looked hot in the tournament. Dropped a little low for Presnell and company. Shaylin rockets that through and cut down well in time at first for Milligan's Buffs to record the first out of this side of the second.
Now batting the shortstop, number 44, Molly Stevens.
Molly Stevens, second to bat in this second inning. Presnell lets that go for strike one. Stevens has had a great bat in this tournament for Reinhardt University. Tight again on the body. Count is evened at 1. Reinhardt is trailing 6-0. Cut. Stevens tries to launch that instead, suffers another strike. Stevens gets a hold of this and headed down to second, or first rather, as she's able to get on board. I was thinking second out of the side as she was trying to avoid becoming the second out of the side. Hutto next at bat for Reinhardt. Presnell delivers and Hutto floats this toward the backstop. So far, Milligan kind of running away with this thing. Floater looking to keep it cooking. It's just a couple of feet beyond the fence.
Important here for the Buffs to not let that error hurt them here in this inning. Not let it haunt them. Make the next play. Stop that forward momentum for Reinhardt.
And delivers it. Punched her out. Unreal delivery. Presnell gets the K.
That was a nasty changeup, and Hutto was completely frozen. Couldn't get the bat off her shoulder, and we're going to see a pinch hit opportunity here for the Eagles. It'll be Aaliyah Rogers.
Bottom of the second, calling for a pinch hitter.
Yeah. Pretty early to make that decision.
That's what I was thinking. Seems like you'd have her in the lineup if you wanted her to bat in the second inning.
Down by 6, maybe just trying something, you know, like
get something going.
Just get something going, spark something.
Well, I think the last thing you want to do is, panic or become unstable or.
Yeah, they're pinch hitting here for Erin Lee, and she didn't have an at bat in this game.
Well, it's okay.
All right, if you're Presnell here, you gotta be attacking the zone with 2 outs. The top of the order is coming up next. You have to throw strikes here against the pinch hitter in the 9 spot to get out of this inning before you get back to the top of the order.
That's good for Reinhardt, who's battling back against this count. Reinhardt has got themselves backed against a wall with their season on the line. Such a large deficit so early as now Presnell paints the corner for her first strike.
And pressure on Presnell right now to throw the ball in the strike zone and go after Aaliyah Rogers.
Rogers is going to be walked to first. Why pinch run there, or pinch hit rather, excuse me. What do you think the logic is, especially for Aaron Lee, who's a pretty decent bat?
Yeah, you know, I think lately Lee has been in a little bit of a funk, I would say, and so I think you make that decision not only because of that, but also just kind of trying to spark something for your offense.
Not feeling good about things as the blooper is down, and coming around for the first run of the game. Play at the plate is going to go a little short of getting it done as Reinhardt responds and cuts it back to a 5-run game. Molly Stevens feeling it.
And that's why that walk to Aaliyah Rogers is huge and a very costly one for Bree Presnell to give up, because Taylor Wade is going to make you pay if you give her a chance with runners on and 2 outs.
Yeah, now Reinhardt has really struggled with 2 outs. It would be the beginning of changing their story, as this is going to be roped across to first and not in time as Reinhardt scores a 2nd run.
Roulette Wheeler just kind of fumbling it on the transfer again there and trying to get it across the diamond, but can't do so. And 2 runs are in now, and Cassie Fortner's coming out to the circle to speak with the team yet again.
All of a sudden, Reinhardt is moving. Got the chopper, you saw it go down the line, the play to first not in time, and it scores a run for Reinhardt University. We've got a meeting inside of the circle, and it's a 4-run game, and Reinhardt, for the first time in the entire tournament, is now converting with 2 away. And in this game, suddenly a spark of life. How about that pinch hitter they brought up that we questioned? How about that?
Yeah, well, it helped.
Looking pretty good now.
It helped for Reinhardt that Bree Presnell decided to walk her on 5 pitches as well.
Yeah, that does not hurt. That does not hurt. Yeah, I was surprised to see that, right? Aaron Lee, as you said, had not even been at bat yet. Odd, but it worked.
And now you're in some real danger if you're the Buffaloes, because Ainsley Height, who doubled out to the right center wall last time up, could bring home 2 with another double.
Height banged that off the chain link, just 5 feet short of a home run shot. Milligan squaring off against the Eagles of Reinhardt, stealing her way out to second, so now both runners have entered scoring position. Presnell already over 3 dozen pitches. Bree has been the ace and a star for this Milligan program all season long. She's looked really good here at Brickyard Park. Presnell fired that, and with 2 away, the count continues to roll forward for Ainsley Height, who I think we're in agreement is the most dangerous bat in this Reinhardt lineup and has such a unique style. Height shows bunt. She'll take the freebie, a walk down to first. Lead runner for Reinhardt at 3rd in prime scoring position.
You know, lost in all this is that the Buffaloes really just need 1 more out in this inning to stop the bleeding. But they're going right through the gauntlet in the middle of the order right now for Reinhardt. And Presnell has lost the zone a little bit.
Molly flashes the gloves, showing, hey, I'm going to throw you down. Everybody kind of gets back a little bit as Presnell, you said it best, the bases are loaded. There's been 2 away for a long time. as this is going to be controlled and across as Reinhardt is retired by Milligan's Buffs. And that'll end the side as Reinhardt is trying to plead their case that was not an out. We can get another look at that. I'm pretty sure that was in time, but I didn't get a great look. Watch right there, collected, tagged her is the call. It looked like she tagged her to me.
Yeah, the call is that she was tagged out. The Reinhardt coach arguing that. I think he's saying, why would you give a safe signal and then an out signal? But what he was trying to say to the umpire in the field was no interference on anyone. It's safe, no interference, because the runner was coming past the tag, but then out on the tag afterwards.
Yeah, there's the tag. And then on the replay, you can see him come over to say, hey, what was that?
Exactly.
Can we have a conversation for a minute?
Interference on anyone, it's safe.
Well, Caleb Ramsey comes to the plate here in the top of the 8th inning, and he's probably wishing we would have started the inning about 30 seconds earlier as he puts that is a wow, that is a foul ball is what the umpire calls, and at least from up here.
I'm going to say it's a bad call.
And he looks over to the dugout and for the Lions who give him a heckle, and he asserts his dominance as the man in charge and says it was foul. That looked really, really close down there to be a fair ball, and that would have rolled for a long time.
Yeah, you
the
can't
way that
say
was curling.
It. I'll say it.
Ready to flip back underway inside of Brickyard Park. Welcome to the third.
Yeah, Jordan Roulette Wheeler leading things off, singled to right center her first time up.
Roulette Wheeler watches that.
Going to be interesting, I think, now to see the Buffaloes get a fresh inning against Ansley Pettit in the circle.
Huge cut.
Gonna have to see if they can do anything similar to what they did against Frigi when she was out there. And it's going to be much tougher, obviously, with Pettit being the pitcher that she is, an all-conference, all AAC selection.
1-2 is going to go foul. Floated up again and collected. Well done on the left side for the first out of the side for Reinhardt.
Yeah, one gone early. Roulette Wheeler just got underneath that one. Brings up Molly Johnson, who hit a scorcher into the left center gap, an RBI double that brought Roulette Wheeler around from first base in the second inning.
Molly Johnson pops that over the backstop. Good duel so far between these two sides, and for a moment it felt like Milligan was going to run away with his thing as that pinball's around.
I think Molly Johnson pointing at her foot, saying that she thought it hit her as it came by, but the home plate umpire said, no, it did not hit your foot.
Fouled that off as well. Let's take a look back and see if that did hit her. I mean,
Hard to tell.
yeah.
Hard to tell.
We can slow it down a little bit.
Maybe.
Close. As this is going to be floated into left field and gathered to send a second back.
Yeah, 2 up, 2 down for Pettit. That's a great sign for the Eagles.
Number 33, Sadie Shannon.
As the Buffaloes offense in danger of failing to score for the first time in an inning this game.
What a wild, dramatic change from struggling to produce. I mean, it felt like they couldn't do anything to get going. And an explosion of 6 runs in our first 2. Controlled across. The floater is going to retire the side between Reinhardt and Milligan and send us to the next half inning. Reinhardt trailing by 4 runs, looking to keep their season alive against the Milligan Buffs, the local side to Kingsport, Tennessee.
Oh, 2 count. Just breaking it up was Feldner. Now the righty's going to come home. And that one, a high-fired miss. It's into the backstop and an easy coast in on the wild pitch by Feldner. I was just about to say, other than the well-opportuned hits by the Lions and taking advantage of those gaps, defensively, there hasn't been an error. It's been a relatively clean game by SMC, but it's just been well-placed hits and well-timed hits to take advantage on the scoreboard. And then this is lifted out to left. That's going to stay in. And Davis is retired.
Kylie Freege to lead us off for Reinhardt's Eagles as that heads right down the line, and the play over at first, well in time.
And 1-hop chop to Parsons, and dealing with that nicely. 1 pitch, 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd, and you will certainly take that if you're Bree Presnell.
It's a good start for Milligan, who's just trying to protect a 4-run advantage. With the way things have gone, I mean, on one hand, since they exploded for 6 runs in the first 2 innings, I could see Milligan scoring 6 more easily. On the other hand, with how they've had their tournament go, I could see that being it, and they need to protect the 4-run advantage.
Yeah, you know, I feel the same way. I think they're facing a tough pitcher now in Pettit, and it's going to be much more difficult to put up the runs that they've put up early in this game. And so I think they're protecting this 4-run lead, kind of believing, hey, we're going to have to keep this 4-run lead.
I agree. Controlled that. The play out in right field is not going to be gathered as she is easily safe on the single over to first.
Now Olshaway comes through, a 1-out base hit to the opposite field. And now Molly Stevens, who shifted from 3rd to shortstop last inning, is into the game here for this at-bat with 1 away.
Stevens has been a very fun, nice piece for this Reinhardt lineup for a long time. Fun to watch her play.
Yeah, 304 hitter for the year coming into this game. So another one of those hitters that is up over the 300 mark, one of 5 total qualified hitters.
Rolled across, and the play over to first, not going to be in time as Stevens is easily safe.
Yeah, fielder's choice there for the Buffs. They pick up the 2nd out at 2nd, retiring Olshaway, but Stevens with way too much speed to be able to get the double play.
Floater back to center field, and how about them Buffs retiring the side very quickly in Kingsport as we've got a good battle back and forth on our hands.
Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Buffalo's Cafe for the football season.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com.
Louis Frazier going to get us started in the top side of the fourth against Ansley Pettit.
Yeah, Frazier 1 for 1 with a bunt single, ended up bringing home a run on that squeeze bunt that turned into a hit. And then she actually ended up coming around to score as well on a errant throw to third base by Shelby Hutto. That was the 6th run of the game for Milligan.
Hitting her with a chant, 2 balls in a row. And that's going to be flicked over the top of the backstop. Look out.
You know, I think on 2-0 like that right there, that's probably not the pitch Frazier wants to take a swing at. Probably take that pitch. It's going to be a tough one to hit anyway in on the hands. But a freshman still kind of learning the game at this level.
Huge cut for the strike. Well done by Pettit. Tries to smash that and goes down swinging. She'll retire her back to the dugout and record the out.
Yeah, chased the pitch up above the zone there on 2-2. And Frazier really in that at-bat, I think, swung at 2 pitches out of the zone and put herself in the spot where she was in danger of the strikeout, which is exactly what happened.
10 teams over 500, many near 70%, 75% win rate entering the conference tournament. The out-of-conference schedule, the strength of the AAC has just continued to grow year in and year out. Speedy play down to first as she rushes and going to be sent back.
Yeah, soft looper out to shortstop, got it in off the hands that time, did Worley, and that flips it back to the top for Haley Vigil. Vigil last time up hit an absolute screamer to third base, but somehow Kylie Frigi was able to catch it before it found its way into left field.
Well, somehow is right. That was wild. So far, 7 hits for the Buffaloes, 5 for the Reinhardt Eagles, 6 runs to 2. Reinhardt's made a couple of errors, just 1 for the Buffaloes. Got a piece of that, it goes foul as well.
Very close pitch.
Yeah, wow is all I have to say on that one.
That was one of the slowest looking changeups I've ever seen. Also, that was a floater up there.
Goes down swinging. And Reinhardt quickly doing work as this one's become strikeout after strikeout between these two teams. We'll return with more softball action from Brickyard Park in a moment.
Again, overall, Spartanburg Methodist, 6 of their 9 guys in the lineup with hits.
That's strike 3, and the Pioneers catcher goes down swinging. And it's out number 1.
6 of their 9 guys in the lineup with hits, but it's going to come down to what they were unable to do with runners on and runners in scoring position. 3 of 20 with runners on, 2 of 10 with runners in scoring position.
And those type of numbers, you're not going to win many ball games with that level of inefficiency. So with a 2-0 count now is Pinckney. Ooh, I'll tell you what, that sun beaming down right here on the desk, that one little spot where I wanted to put my hand, that is hot to the touch.
What kind of hot?
And then,
woo!
Yeah. I mean, stark contrast to what we had the last 2 days.
Back with our leadoff. For Reinhardt, it's Stephanie Schaefer.
They have pinch hit for Aaron Lee yet again.
Okay. And that's going to go through the corner for strike 1. Presnell showing off why she's so impressive.
Yeah, good work there by her to get ahead. It's going to be up to her now, I think, to keep this where it's at, because I do think Ansley Pettit has come into this game and has really gotten the Buffaloes' offense off balance, and it's going to be tough for the Buffs to be able to scratch anything across for the remainder of this game. So in order to win this game, they're going to have to keep this 6-2 lead, or at least keep it to 6-5.
Bottom side of the 4th. This is our leadoff hitter in a battle between the Buffaloes and Reinhardt Eagles. An elimination game in the Appalachian Athletic Conference Tournament. The season closes from one of these 2 programs today. And while an at-large bid is possible for Reinhardt for a stellar regular season that was a struggle towards the end, it's extremely unlikely mathematically.
Yeah, extremely unlikely. AAC will probably just end up with their 2 autos, their 2 auto bids, Johnson in the regular season, and then the winner of the championship here in the tournament.
Popped up. Almost in danger. That goes well beyond, though.
Yeah, pinch hitter here, Stephanie Schaefer for Reinhardt is a 1-for-9 hitter this season.
Yeah, I agree. The league likely to only end up with 2 bids. That's why I am having shirts made that say 3-bid AAC. Buy them now on my website. That's a joke. I'm not selling those shirts, but I should make them. This is roped, and she's going to make her way down safely to first. I think the ball just got lost there.
How about that? Stephanie Schaefer going the opposite way, line drive over second, and that's a great piece of hitting for her. Second hit of the season for Schaefer, but she comes through with a 2-strike count.
Yeah, right over the top of second and had to be collected in right field, and she's safe at first. Delivered that low. Presnell 1-0. Rolled across, trying to go to second in time. A mistake, now to first after the shovel. The ball's loose.
Yeah, Roulette Wheeler went with the overhand flip to second. You just got to underhanded toss that one to Worley. Give up on getting the double play. Just get one out.
We'll see that again.
Look at the replay, yeah.
Good hit. And you can see it goes right out of the circle. There's the flip. Yeah, it was weird. It was like she attempted the basket and it pinballed through. And then obviously everybody's safe on base by the time they collect and are ready to go to try and stop the Reinhardt Eagles. A runner in scoring position for RU as they trail by 4 in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, extreme danger here for the Buffaloes.
Popped across, controlled. The flip to third is going to be in time to prevent her from being in prime scoring territory. Very nice play.
And they get one. But now they've got to face height here with 2 on.
Look back at that out. Good flip, just in front of her. I mean, that was a bang play. And Height is going to get a hold of this across. Potential for Reinhardt, who will indeed score the run. Reinhardt has closed the gap to 3 runs now in the bottom of the 4th with 1 away. Ansley Height doing work for RU and the Eagles. It's 6-3.
Double down the left field line for Height. And 2 in scoring position now for another dangerous hitter in Emily Pettit. And this is getting scary for the Buffaloes. They have got to find a way here to collect outs in this inning, get out of the jam, because you've gotten through the top 3 hitters in the lineup, but now you're in the number 4 spot, and that's a dangerous person to be hitting for the Eagles. And a base hit here could score a pair and make it a 1-run game.
Pettit with 2 in scoring position and just 1 out. This might be Reinhardt's best chance to bring this back into their favor for the rest of the outing. The floater down the left field line, tagging up and coming home. Reinhardt sliding into the plate to make it a 2-run game. The Eagles soaring back within 2 in the bottom of the 4th.
And Buffaloes get the out in left field on the fly ball, but the sacrifice fly, that time by Emily Pettit, scores the run.
Look back at that. You could see a nice play in left field, tracked down perfectly by Shaun. It's flipped back inside, but not fast enough to get the Reinhardt Eagle, and coming home for the score, looking good, is Shirley. And immediately more contact. Reinhardt trying to bring her home. The side retired by Milligan of the Buffs to prevent any further damage. It's a 2-run game as we'll head to the top of the 5th between Milligan and Reinhardt in Kingsport, Tennessee in the 2026 AAC softball tournament.
What if you can have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself. As the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century, Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
Look at the side-by-side for these 2 programs. 24 wins for Reinhardt, 22 for Milligan. The hitting percentage, really close.
Yeah.
A lot more homers for the Buffs. We're going to open with a quick poke that is roped across over to first in time and retires one immediately.
Yeah, first pitch swinging from Oler. Roller out in the infield, and an immediate out. Buffaloes have got to get their offense cranked up again, because we've seen Reinhardt is making their way back slowly into this one. Ooh, boy.
Across, and a good play for Milligan as she's safe over at first.
Third baseman got eaten up by a bad hop that time. Hit the ground, went right through her legs. She was expecting a higher hop there, and Frigi could not make the adjustment to it. I don't blame her. It just kind of took off and shot between her legs.
Yeah, you'll get that on these big jobs. She's able to hang in there, though. And they're going to keep battling as these two sides are making it really interesting. Quickly on this side of the fifth, roped to the outfield and collected by Reinhardt's Eagles.
And 2 gone already here in the inning. This has been a very quick start to this frame. And Roulette Wheeler now comes up with a runner at first and 2 away for the Buffs.
Two-run game. She delivers with some sauce for the strike and evens up the count. Two away quickly for Reinhardt. Loaded. Could be in trouble, and she indeed is, as that'll retire the side. Milligan going to go back to defense and go back to work to try and slow down these Eagles who are red hot. This was the final regular season standings and pulled us to where we are now. This battle between these two sides. Reinhardt was a top-seeded team and got pushed into the low side of the bracket, and they have to find their way around the Buffaloes to continue their season and their campaign for the Green Banner.
Yeah, getting late. We got a pitching change for the Buffaloes. Caitlin Sechrist replacing Bree Presnell to start in the bottom of the 5th inning. And we saw Sechrist come in and close the game the other night when Milligan won against Reinhardt, pitching 2 scoreless innings with just 1 hit allowed in that outing.
But a really nice piece for Milligan all year. She is one of the best in the conference and in the country. They're going to need her arm and her talents to try and close out this side. Still hanging on to that 2-run advantage.
Yeah, Sechrist just got to make sure she's throwing the ball in the zone. 3 straight out of the zone is not a good start here against Olsheway.
Olsheway looking confident.
2.95 ERA for Sechrist with the 3 saves on the year. But she's mostly been a starter. 19 of those on the year.
Rolling as we're going to head on down to first. Olsheway makes her way onto the base path.
See, the Buffaloes right now, they have to find a way to retire the bottom of this order because that's been their struggle, actually, in this game recently. The bottom of the order has been getting on and making it tough on the Buffaloes.
I don't like this for Milligan. I know she's not got some crazy hitting percentage. I know she's not, recognized as some crazy batter, but I feel like every time I see Molly Stevens regular season, postseason, she's clutch. When they need a big moment, she's always got them.
Well, right now, she hasn't had to do anything because Sechrist has thrown 6 straight balls to start her appearance, which is not good.
Something. Stevens 0 for 2 in the game. Strike 1 as she gets her first of the outing.
Maybe that strike for Sechrist will get her out of the funk out there in the circle that she started in.
Controlled by Stevens, and right field, it's down. Stevens is moving. We're headed around the base path. Now down to third for Reinhardt. Eagles coming home. Reinhardt looking for the score. A play down at the plate. She is in time and safe. Now Stevens going to make it as well. Reinhardt deadlocks us at 6 runs apiece in the bottom of the 5th. It's pandemonium in Kingsport, Tennessee.
Wow, the aggressiveness of Lily Frazier in right field trying to come in and make the play in the air, that proves extremely costly as it kicks pot by her and down into the right field corner. Stevens with a triple drives home Olszeway, and then the throw gets away through the catcher Johnson back to the backstop. Molly Stevens alertly has her eye on the play the whole time and comes across to score to tie the contest at 6. Just like that, Buffaloes have given up their 6-0 lead as we're here in the bottom of the 5th with Reinhardt looking to take the lead.
Sechrist just got to find a way to stabilize this, right? You've got tools. You've had a good year.
You got to get ahead in the count is what you need to do. You haven't seen a first pitch strike from her yet.
We've hammered this program is X or Y or Z historically, right? You and I have been all about that this week. It's a narrative I usually reject. There is something about these softball programs specifically that I'm big on that, right? And I think it's sport by sport, conference by conference. There's some dynasties, some blue blood programs that are undeniable. I do agree with your take on that. Some of these programs are really special and they're perennial contenders. This is not your usual unfallible giant in Reinhardt.
Yeah.
They could come back.
Yep.
I mean, they're not even losing. It's deadlocked at 6. But I feel the same momentum as you. I agree. The energy feels and has felt like all Reinhardt since we started saying now they've got to protect the lead, hang on to it, don't relinquish it. This is a bad scenario for Milligan, but you're not anything but up against the wall. You just got to get some momentum back and get back on track.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's really been ever since Reinhardt made their pitching change to go to Pettit that she shut down the Buffaloes. And then on the other side, Buffs have not been able to shut down Reinhardt at all defensively.
Good play and well in time to get her cut away at first, but she completes her goal in advancing a runner into scoring position.
Yeah.
And nightmarishly, here comes number 18 for Reinhardt, Taylor Wade.
Yeah, the top of this order coming up is just not a recipe for success for Milligan at this point in the game, as Sechrist still without a first pitch strike.
Caitlin Sechrist. She's tossed a dozen. Got a hold of it, and this blooper is going to roll as Reinhardt will have 2 in scoring position.
Yeah, Wade doubles down the right field line. The runner at second, Hutto, had to hold up at third base. She was held up by her coach at third.
Yeah, she should have come home there.
Yeah, it's tough because I don't think she got a great read off the bat whether that ball was going to land or not. But you're right. I think if she did get a better read, she should have been coming home and scoring and taking the lead for the Eagles, but may not have to wait long here.
Shirley, 2 for 3 today. She's been hot. And a huge cut for the strike.
Yeah, Sechrist finally does get ahead here against Shirley, and a lot of times when she gets ahead, that's when she does her best in the circle. Not a pitcher who has the most velocity, but again can get weak contact when she gets ahead and counts early and then expands the zone outside. Hitters will chase low and away against her, and that's where she gets her weak tappers back to the circle or third base or even first base.
Sechrist, the 0-1, popped over, and it's down as Reinhardt takes the lead for the first time against the Milligan Buffaloes, 7-6 in the bottom of 5.
Maybe just possibly a little bit too soon on the decision to go to Sechrist here. I wonder if Presnell's out there to start this inning, if this goes the same way.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. It started off with me saying, what's up with the pitching change before you're even through the lineup, or batting change rather, not long ago, and I was wrong about that. As this one comes through, you might be right. They maybe should have held off, as that is 8-6 for Reinhardt's Eagles, a 2-run advantage in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the stat line so far for Sechrist. It is 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned on 2 walks as well, and only 1 out recorded, and she's being lifted from the game here.
Change of the circle. We're going to make a change in the press box, and we'll be back. Reinhardt's Eagles, a 2-run advantage in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the stat line so far for Sechrist. It is 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned on 2 walks as well, and only 1 out recorded, and she's being lifted from the game here.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action?
It's the bottom of the 5th, 1 away already on this side. If you're just joining us, Presnell has just taken back over inside of the circle. I thought she was having a nice day. I know Reinhardt was scoring runs, but I thought she was in the midst of a nice day. I don't think Sechrist should feel bad about that. Reinhardt was red hot. You come in and you need to warm up and get into the groove against a team that is literally coming unglued at the seams, right? They're ready to go.
Yeah, the Eagles, the momentum has been shifting really continuously since Ansley Pettit entered this game in the circle for the Eagles. That signified, hey, we're not giving up anything else to you, Milligan.
Got a hold of that. Milligan Buffs throw to third, and real close play there. As can you say, scoring position for the Reinhardt University Eagles.
Yeah, 2 in scoring position, and the base is loaded for Frege now, as Reinhardt threatening to break this one open even further than it already is, a 2-run advantage, which, to be honest, I think right now Milligan's offense, with how they have been just completely dominated by Pettit since she's come in, 2 runs might be too much. If anything else comes across, it's going to be increasingly difficult for this Milligan side to come back in this game. Frege is 0 for 3 in the box right now, though, for the Eagles.
Got a hold of that. Working as she'll head down across, tagging up to come home. Make it another for Reinhardt University. 9-8 the lead over the Milligan University Buffs. They are cooking with gas in Kingsport.
Yeah, Reinhardt gets ahead by 3 runs now here in the 5th. They've scored 5 times in this inning, which negates Milligan's 5-run inning from earlier in the game, which I think is notable, that Reinhardt has completely taken away that 1 inning.
Not only that, they've turned the order over back to the top, or not the top, but where they started in the order.
Yeah, I've gone all the way through the order in this inning. Olszeway hitting now, led off with a single. Or actually with the walk, rather.
So the count even at 1 with 2 away, and Milligan's just got to get out of this side.
They need an out here.
That's all there is to it. Not a big deal. Don't stress. Just get out of here. I mean, it is a big deal, actually, but, you know, I can't overstate what a big deal it is that they get out of here. But again, you can't freak out. You don't want to make it a big deal. Stay calm. 2 away, 2-1.
Molly Stevens, the hitter on deck, tripled and then scored on the same play on a throwing error. If she comes up with the bases loaded, the Buffaloes have got to be a little bit afraid.
This goes to fill our count. Jalen through the circle, and the play across is more than enough time to get home. Oh my goodness, ELGSES, the Eagles are on fire. It's 11-6.
7 runs in the inning for Reinhardt. And they're up by 5 now against Milligan, who I think at this point down by 5, it is getting on the verge of being an impossible comeback to make against Ansley Pettit.
Sorry, I'm from Philly. It's EAGLES. That's a good reference, right? If you haven't seen that clip, there's a clip of the mayor of Philadelphia a few years ago saying, "Go Eagles," and she spells Eagles wrong. That's why I did that. Cut down over at first to retire the side. We will see you in inning number 6 between Reinhardt and Milligan.
What if you could have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
Back in Kingsport, Tennessee, between the Reinhardt Eagles and Milligan Buffs. Reinhardt uncorks runs all the way through that side of the inning, just pouring it on, and now the Buffaloes need to find a way to get back involved in this thing as that roper into left field is collected effortlessly by Reinhardt University.
Yeah, I'm sure Buffalo dugout can sense that they're on the ropes here against the Eagles, and still facing Ansley Pettit out there in the circle. The Eagles seem unstoppable with her out there in the circle. Again, she's not given up a run since she entered this game for the Eagles. 4 innings. I guess technically she did allow 1 earned run since she entered, but the other 5 runs that were scored came off of Freegee.
As that is going to be set across and controlled. Got her.
Yeah, Wade comes in, makes the grab in center. And 2 gone very quickly for the Buffaloes. And This one is about over.
Tough outing. Milligan trying to save their season against Reinhardt in this elimination game. Glad you've been with us, man. It's a beautiful, sunshiny day for college softball in the tournament. And obviously, it's sad to say goodbye, and that's why it matters so much to continue playing, to go on. There's something magical about a team and sport and coming together. The way it brings, just look at the crowd here. All the different people from all the states around us, from rich to poor, young, old, whatever, right? Everybody's come together to enjoy a day together in the sunshine, and I just love that.
Yeah, it's definitely a cool thing to see all these different fan bases, kids, parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts, cousins, all here in this one spot to see these softball games.
13 hits for Reinhardt, and you'd think that's going to be blowing them out of the water as it's 11-6, but Milligan's got 8 as well. And there you go. Got her looking as that strikeout retires the side for Reinhardt University. Milligan going to go back on defense after allowing an explosive amount of runs to end the 5th. We got to look at these for a second earlier, but just wanted to revisit the season stats of these two teams. I don't really feel like on paper this feels like it should be this wide of a margin. I don't know.
Yeah, the pitching. I think if you look at Reinhardt, 2.37 ERA, Milligan 3.95. There's your margin of difference there. I think the pitching for Milligan just not necessarily the same quality, especially with Ansley Pettit out there in the circle for Reinhardt. And I think that's why you see this game at currently an 11-6 game.
Rolled across, in trouble over at first, and one away for Milligan.
Yeah, that was pinch hitter Emma Scott that grounded out to second right there, and brings up Stephanie Schaefer next.
This is going to be roped across into the outfield and collected on the fly ball as Milligan looking to quickly turn the side and put us into the 7th, or they'll go back to bat. Bresnell, since coming back into the game, has been fantastic.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too little too late, unfortunately, for the Buffs. The big rally for Reinhardt. 7-run bottom of the 5th.
Across, controlled, over to first and in time to retire the side. Bresnell, a nice play as that flips the Buffs back to bat.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere.
Welcome back to Kingsport. 11-6, Reinhardt in the driver's seat. And Milligan a chance to come back.
Yeah, they're 9-1 and 2 hitters coming up in this inning with Worley and then Vigil and Oler.
Worley looking for a hot start. The bloop across, and the single puts her at first. Oh, hey, Milligan.
All right. It's a good start for the Buffaloes. Now you can't, the thing is, down 5 like this, you can't really give up outs. You can't really sacrifice in these types of situations because you just don't have that many outs to work with.
Yeah, very limited amount of rope to tie a knot, and you're going to have to find a way to make that happen.
Yeah, Vigil, not a bunter really that often anyways, but Oler on deck, I wouldn't be surprised.
Controlled floater deep left towards the wall. It's going to pinball off of the chain link. We're working, headed down to scoring position at third, and in time, Milligan a stand-up double. Hey, how about them Buffs? I didn't hear you coming.
Yeah, how about that? Back-to-back hits by the Buffs to start the top of the 7th. They've got runners at 2nd and 3rd with nobody out. And Kaylee Oler is up next.
No outs, 2 in scoring position for the Buffaloes of Milligan University. They need to generate 5 runs to force extra innings. 6 puts them in the lead. Reinhardt a chance to respond in the bottom side of the 7th if Milligan can do the improbable. Now they have scored 5 runs already in 1 inning.
They have done it twice against Reinhardt, in fact.
The bunt coming home and sliding over for the play. Milligan able to score that one, but they're going to say it rolled just foul.
Well, no, it was a fair ball. It just he's just calling timeout after the play has ended to wipe off the plate, but it is a run and out at first on the squeeze bunt. So 11-7 now as Milligan does pick up that run.
Good play at first.
Nothing really to lose here for Milligan. You're down by 4 now with 1 out and runner at 3rd. Just play your game here. Parsons got a chance to drive in a run.
Apologize for the tardiness there. That rolled foul. I was like, she looks really bummed out for having just got the hit.
1-1.
Yeah, even at 1 with 1 away and a big cut, strike 2. That's what Reinhardt wants to see in this situation. They just want to flip the side as quickly as possible.
Yeah, it's the runs don't really matter until the tying run's on base. Then it matters.
Controlled foul.
Oh, Parsons.
Swapped it across. Now we've got a run coming home for Milligan again as they're within 3 in the top of the 7th inning against Reinhardt.
Adjusted to the changeup. Got enough of the barrel on it to line it into left field. And now the Buffaloes are going to have to get their middle of the order to put some at-bats together here. This has been a spot, Halliburton 0 for 3 today, where Buffs have not had a whole lot of production.
Aaron, and headed to scoring position at 2nd. Stand up, easy advancement.
Yeah, Parsons moving up to 2nd base, and Halliburton in the batter's box, ahead 1-0. Reinhardt sensing some momentum going in Milligan's favor a little bit here. Going to take a moment to talk it over. Pettit, as well as her catcher Hutto and the shortstop Stevens come together.
This is the 5th time in the 6th or 7th inning we've seen a team sense momentum and try to slow it down. Now, this time there's no coach involvement.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all player involved this time.
So I wouldn't call that for the trend to continue, but as this bobbles over across to first and in time, so that's 2 away. Lead runner at third for Milligan, and Jordan Roulette Wheeler coming out to take a spin at the plate.
Yeah, Roulette Wheeler 1 for 3, singled to right in her first at-bat of the day. That was against the starter, Kylie Freegee. But Molly Johnson is the on-deck hitter. 1 for 3 day for her as well. Would love to come up as the tying run.
A run that would bring them within 2, standing at third. A prime chance. 2 away in the top of the 7th. And that is going to sail on by.
Yeah, 3 straight high out of the zone here to Roulette Wheeler. That would put the tying run at the plate if Roulette Wheeler is to reach base.
Big shout out and thank you to our baseball viewers who are standing by waiting to join the coverage of Pikeville and Johnson. This is chopped foul. I'm sure that game will be getting underway soon. We'll have full free live coverage of that available. And our next softball broadcast starting shortly. Another elimination game. Promises to be a fun one and a high pressure situation for programs that are facing a potential end of their season. Brian and TMU. Why did everybody just whisper? Big swing and show head back to the dugout on the top of the 7th. And just like that, it's over. Silence falls over the venue at Brickyard Park. Reinhardt pulls together an incredible win, and it's almost like stunned silence. I'm surprised at how quiet it is, considering Reinhardt thundered back and produced run after run in commanding fashion to stay alive and extend their season and race for the Green Banner in the 2026 Appalachian Athletic Conference Softball Tournament. What do you think?
Yeah, huge comeback from Reinhardt. Put together some really good at-bats, especially in that bottom of the 5th inning when they put up 7 runs against Caitlin Sechrist coming off the bench in the bullpen role. Reinhardt just took advantage. They hit anything that was in the zone in that inning. They worked some walks in that frame and took that 11-8 victory. Milligan, can credit to them at the end of the game for putting those 2 runs up at the very least and trying to battle back.
Love it. It was a good battle right down to the finish line for these 2 programs. A lot of fun today, and a sudden conclusion that kind of felt pretty hollow. Not a lot of celebrating. Congratulations to Milligan and the Buffaloes on an excellent season. They put together a lot of great moments, plays, highlights, victories, and somebody's got to advance. Unfortunately, they fall out of the bracket, and wishing them the best of luck next season and hope they had a wonderful year together. Congratulations to Reinhardt University, who lives to fly another day.
Yeah.
We'll see if they can keep soaring towards the title next time they're up. Of course, we'll have full coverage as Brian tries to keep their big hot run going against Truett McConnell and the Bears next on the Southeast Sports Network. For Brendan Sweeney, everybody here, both sides, all the fans, I'm Gabriel Schreiss saying so long from Kingsport, Tennessee. All games and events airing on our networks are broadcast live in our copyright material. Today's game will be archived and available for replay inside of the Apper platform where you viewed it. Again, your final score is a win for the Reinhardt Eagles, 11-8.
What if you could have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
My West Hollywood story is exploring the iconic boulevards, endless shopping, and beautiful galleries. Inspiration is endless in West Hollywood. The neighborhood tells stories of established and emerging artists. You will find fashion and styles from all over the world here. A California sunset is the perfect way to end our day. We will take VIP tickets to this show every night. Our vacation is just getting started. This is our West Hollywood story. Come and find yours.
LA Galaxy belongs on the best surfaces. Whether you're the best player or the best fan, every goal, every tackle, every last-second battle, it all requires precision, performance, and passion. The LA Galaxy trust AstroTurf to provide the best surfaces, because champions deserve the best. AstroTurf, the official synthetic turf and hybrid field building partner of the LA Galaxy.
My dad was a farmer. And when I saw him on a horse, the guy was bigger than life. One of the things that he had a hard time doing was showing the emotion. Maybe it was because the way he was raised, or believing that men provide and they don't struggle. But we all struggle. I want to show emotion to my kids. I want them to know when I'm happy, I want them to know when I'm sad, and I want them to see me working through things. The biggest reward I get from being a dad is watching my kids accomplish a goal, watching them light up. Nothing brings a bigger smile to my face. So I make my kids a priority. Whether it's hitting a baseball, a dance rehearsal, you name it, I'm there. They're gonna remember that they grew up loved. Be brave. Be there every day. And allow your kids to know that it's okay to struggle. That even dad doesn't know the answer sometimes, but we're gonna figure it out together.
Firearms are the #1 cause of death among kids, but we know that healthcare workers can make a huge difference. This is why prevention is absolutely critical. It starts with listening to the community, leaning in on those conversations to better inform what is the approach that you want to take. You are the champions for change. You can be the catalyst for integrating firearm injury prevention strategies into your practice and really benefiting your community. Let's agree to agree that we all have a role to play in ending this crisis.
In Major League Baseball, you could dream with no limits. You could become your hero, steal the show, or even start a new club. You can meet the moment and exceed the hype. You can write a new chapter of history and let your city dream again. This season, anything can happen.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing that keeps us focused. A habit we never skip to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game, to drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health? Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com.